let's see. Female gladiators called gladiatrices fought in ancient Rome, although they were rare. Cleopatra, the famous last pharaoh of Egypt, was Greek descent, not Egyptian. In the 1830s, ketchup was marketed and sold as a medicine to cure ailments like indigestion. Abraham Lincoln was an Abraham Lincoln was an accomplished wrestler, reportedly losing only one out of about 300 matches, and is honored in the National Wrestling Hall of Fame. In 1836, France, a pig was formally arrested, tried in court for murder of a child, found guilty, and publicly executed by hanging. Napoleon Bonaparte wasn't particularly short for his era. He was around 5'6", which was average for Frenchmen at the time. Christmas celebrations were banned in England by the Puritan government under Oliver Cromwell from 1647 to 1660. Oh, here's one that's topical. Pope Gregory in the 13th century reportedly declared cats associated with witchcraft, leading to mass killings, which may have worsened the Black Plague due to increased rat populations. Tea was so valuable in the 18th century Britain that wealthy households kept it in locked containers called tea caddies. A language in Cameroon called Busu is critically endangered with fewer than 10 known speakers. William Shakespeare is credited with inventing or popularizing around 1,700 words in the English language. The United States does not have an official language designated at the federal level. Here's a good one that's important. Learning a second language can demonstrably enhance cognitive abilities and may help delay brain aging. The shortest grammatically correct sentence in the English language is the command go with an exclamation. South Africa has 11 official languages. Let's see something about human body. Just like fingerprints, every individual has a unique tongue print. It's physically impossible to tickle yourself because your brain predicts the sensation and cancels the response. The human nose is incredibly sensitive and can distinguish at least 1 trillion different scents. Wow. Humans shed approximately 600,000 particles of skin every hour, equating to about 1.5 pounds per year. Yuck. You spend roughly 10% of your waking hours with your eyes closed due to blinking. Your heartbeat can change and mimic the tempo of the music you are listening to, which is why when I want to get energized, I listen to EDM because it's got a high beats per minute count. Earwax is technically a type of sweat produced by modified sweat glands in the ear canal. Unlike bones, your ears and nose never stop growing throughout your lifetime. That's wild. Honey never spoils. Archaeologists have found pots of honey in ancient Egypt tombs over 3,000 years old and still perfectly edible. Honey is amazing. It's antimicrobial and antibacterial too. So, the world's largest living organism is a fungus in Oregon, specifically the Armillaria ostoyae, covering over 3.4 square miles. Sharks have been around longer than trees, existing for over 400 million years, just killing. nature's perfect killing machine. Butterflies can retain memories from their time as caterpillars even through metamorphosis. There's an exoplanet, HD 189733b, where high winds cause it to rain molten glass sideways. Pineapples take approximately 2 years to grow from planting to harvest. The average color of the universe, derived from the light of all galaxies, is a beige shade named cosmic latte. Some scientists argue water itself isn't wet. Wetness is a liquid's ability to adhere to a solid surface. Lightning bolts can be 5 times hotter than the surface of the sun. Blood appears blue in veins due to the way skin and tissue scatter light, not because the blood itself is blue. Glass, while appearing solid, is an amorphous solid, meaning its molecules flow extremely slowly over vast periods. What? That's... Oh, my brain. The Amazon rainforest generates a significant portion of its own rainfall through transpiration from its trees. Earth's core temperature is estimated to be around 10,800 degrees Fahrenheit, similar to the surface temperature of the sun. Let's find another weird one. Your fingernails tend to grow faster on your dominant hand. Women generally blink nearly twice as often as men. The human brain is composed of about 60% fat. Russian was the first human language spoken in outer space by cosmonaut Yuri Gagarin. Papua New Guinea has the highest linguistic diversity in the world, with over 840 distinct languages spoken. German was the language of the first printed book using movable type, the Gutenberg Bible. The Rotokas language in Papua New Guinea uses the world's shortest alphabet with only 11 letters. Oof, some of these are just too weird. There is a city named Rome on every continent except Antarctica. Babies are born without kneecaps. They are initially cartilage and harden into bone between ages 2 and 6. You are typically about 1 centimeter taller in the morning than in the evening because cartilage in your spine compresses during the day. Measured by force relative to its size, the strongest muscle in the body is the masseter, or the jaw muscle. Let's find another. Australia's landmass is wider than the diameter of the moon. A group of flamingos is called a flamboyance. Hummingbirds are the only bird capable of sustained backward flight. Studies suggest ravens can recognize when they are being spied upon by humans or other ravens. Animals that reproduce by laying eggs, like birds and reptiles, do not have belly buttons. An ostrich's eye is larger than its entire brain. Although dragonflies have 6 legs, they cannot walk. Their legs are adapted for perching and catching prey midair. Crocodiles cannot stick their tongues out because their tongues are attached to the bottom of their mouths. And let's see, last one. A cat possesses 32 muscles in each ear, allowing for precise directional hearing. All right, thank you.